In case you missed it, blockbuster series Game of Thrones is getting a prequel, and it's only a couple of months away. Watch below. Cersei Lannister, Power is Powerhouse of the Dragon will be dropping on August 22 in Australia, giving you just about 10 weeks to get ready. And by get ready, we mean watch every single episode of Game of Thrones in order to get across all the nitty-gritty confusing details and characters with very similar sounding names. Sure, a prequel doesn't often require prerequisite knowledge, but if you're someone who never got swept up in the medieval juggernaut, or fell asleep in a few of the episodes, this is your chance. Why should I watch Game of Thrones? Watch or re-watch, there's compelling arguments for both. If you're new to the franchise, the first season dropped in 2011, telling the story of the Stark and Lannister families, who live in a medieval-style British world called Westeros. The series begins with the attempted intertwining of these two families, as teenage Sansa Stark is set up to marry future King of Westeros, Joffrey Lannister, but what unfolds after the first few episodes is something much more epic, with many warring families, magic, dragons, politics, and death, lots and lots of death. Seriously, don't get too attached to anyone in the show. If you're new to the show, our best piece of advice is to hang in there. It's all going to make sense eventually. And even better, it's going to set you up to understand House of the Dragon. What is House of the Dragon about? Well, if you've done as we said and watched the first few episodes, you'll be familiar with Daenerys and Viserys Targaryen, the two exiled siblings with a weird connection to dragons. House of the Dragon is about their ancestors, King Viserys, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, and Prince Daemon Targaryen. We're guessing this series will help us understand a bit better why the Targaryens were exiled. Even though it is explained in the original show, the more detail in the Westeros universe, the better. Who stars in Game of Thrones? All the actors you're currently obsessing over probably got a bit of a boost from Game of Thrones. Sean Bean was already pretty well known, but his role as Ned Stark gained him a legion of new fans. Ned's kids, particularly Sansa, Arya and Jon Snow, were played by three relatively unknown actors when the series began in 2011, but now you probably know them better as Sophie Turner, Maisie Williams and Kit Harington. And as the series progresses, plenty of familiar faces will pop up. In fact, most of them are starring in some of the biggest shows streaming at the moment. Check out the likes of The Time Traveler's Wife and The Staircase. Where can I watch Game of Thrones in Australia? And classic, all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones can be watched in Australia on, which is also where House of the Dragon will drop in August. So, what are you waiting for? Stream Game of Thrones now on, live and on demand with a 14-day free trial. Start free trial.